want you to picture a scene. You and your partner start to discuss something difficult. Maybe it's money or the kids or something that happened last week. The tension starts to rise. You get a little louder, and your partner just stops. They stop making eye contact. They turn away. Maybe they pick up their phone or give you a one-word answer. Fine, whatever, I'm done. And you are left standing there completely alone with this giant cold wall between you. This, my friend, is called stonewalling, and it is one of the most painful, frustrating, and damaging patterns in any relationship. Many of the women I counsel tell me the same thing. I would rather he yell at me than just ignore me. The silence is the worst part. If you are experiencing this, I want you to first take a deep breath. Pausa. You are not alone in this. This pattern is incredibly common, and today we are going to talk about it. My name is Elena, and my goal is to help you build a stronger, more connected relationship. In this video, we aren't just going to define the problem. We are going to build a step-by-step plan. We will cover what is really happening in your partner's brain when they shut down. Hint, it might not be what you think. The critical mistake that 99% of people make that guarantees the wall stays up. The exact phrases to use to break the cycle without starting a bigger fight. And finally, the long-term strategy to stop this pattern from happening again and again. This is a deep topic, so let's begin. What is stonewalling and why does it hurt so much? Stonewalling is more than just the silent treatment. The silent treatment is often a calculated, passive-aggressive tool used to punish. Stonewalling, as defined by the renowned relationship researcher Dr. John Gottman, is one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's how serious it is. It's a complete withdrawal from the interaction. It's the listener shutting down, avoiding eye contact, and offering no verbal or non-verbal cues that they are listening. It's a complete disconnect. And why does it hurt so much? Because we are biologically wired for connection. When our primary partner, our person, withdraws from us, it sends a primal panic signal to our brain. It registers as a threat to our safety. It feels like abandonment. Imagine your relationship is a garden. A fight is like a storm. It's messy, but it passes, and it brings water. Stonewalling is like a drought. It quietly, slowly starves the relationship of all the connection, intimacy, and trust it needs to survive. It's devastating. And here is the safety rule I must state. If this silence is not a defensive reaction, but is intentionally and repeatedly used to control you, punish you, and manipulate you, that is not a communication breakdown. That is emotional abuse. And if you feel controlled or unsafe, your priority is your safety, and I urge you to seek professional one-on-one help immediately. But for the vast majority of couples I see, stonewalling is not a power play. It's a system failure. The real reason they shut down, understanding flooding. Here is the most important thing I hope you learn today. But do you know the real reason your partner is likely shutting down? It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they are a cold-hearted monster. It's because they are emotionally flooded. Think of it like this. During a conflict, their emotional container fills up too fast. All the stress, the accusations, the raised voices, the fear, it overflows. When this happens, the body goes into a physiological state of panic. It's called diffuse physiological arousal or flooding. Their heart rate spikes to over 100 beats per minute. Their blood pressure rises. Adrenaline and cortisol flood their system. Their brain literally shifts from the rational, problem-solving part, the prefrontal cortex, to the primitive survival part, the amygdala. It is no longer a conversation. It is a threat. In this state, they have only 3 options: fight, yell, criticize, flight, leave the room, or freeze. Stonewalling is freeze. It is a desperate, last-ditch attempt to self-soothe. It is a short circuit. They are not shutting you out. They are shutting down to protect themselves from feeling overwhelmed. Many people who stonewall report that they are trying to prevent the fight from getting worse. They are afraid they will say something they can't take back, so they say nothing at all. Does this make it okay? No, it's still a destructive pattern. But understanding this, understanding that it's often coming from a place of overwhelm, not malice. This insight is your key. It moves you from anger to empathy, and from that place you can actually solve the problem. The critical mistake, the pursuer versus withdrawer trap. So what do most of us do when our partner starts to build that wall? Pause. We panic and we start to push. This is the classic pursuer-withdrawer dance. The more they withdraw, the more you pursue. You get louder, you demand, talk to me. You follow them from room to room, you block their exit, you ask, why are you doing this? Don't you care? You are the pursuer. Your anxiety is driving you to fix the connection right now. But think about what you are doing. To your partner who is already flooded and feels threatened, your pursuit doesn't feel like an invitation to connect. It feels like an attack. Every time you push, you are just adding more water to their already overflowing container. You are confirming to their brain that this situation is not safe, and so they build the wall higher, stronger, and faster. They withdraw more. This cycle is the real enemy, not your partner, not you. This dynamic is what is breaking your connection. The first step to fixing this is to stop your part of the dance. You must stop pursuing the withdrawer. The 4-step action plan, what to do in the moment. Okay, Elena, you say. I understand, don't push, but what do I do? Just let them ignore me. No, here's the practical 4-step plan for the moment you feel the wall go up. Step 1, recognize and pause. The instant you feel that shift, the moment you see their eyes glaze over or they turn away, your only job is to manage yourself, not them, you. Take a slow, deep breath, literally. Feel your feet on the floor. Tell yourself, okay, they are flooded. This conversation is over for now. By staying calm, you are becoming the anchor. You are showing their nervous system that there is no tiger in the room. Step 2, de-escalate with a soft phrase. You must stop the conflict, but you must do it in a way that doesn't sound like a criticism. Do not say, you're shutting down again, or we need to talk. Instead, you must validate and create safety. Use one of these specific gentle phrases. For example, I can see this is a hard moment for us. I notice we're getting upset, and I don't want this to get worse. I value you and I value this conversation, but I can see we need a break. This validates the shared difficulty rather than blaming them. Step 3, call for a respectful timeout. This is the most important part. You are not just ending the fight, you are pausing it. You must be specific. Say this, I am feeling overwhelmed, or I see you are overwhelmed, and I need to take a break. I am going to step away for 30 minutes to calm down. Pause, but I do want to solve this. Can we please come back and talk about this at 8 p.m.? This is a magic formula. Why? It names the problem, overwhelm. It provides a concrete solution, a break. It gives a specific time for the break, 30 minutes, an hour, not later. It gives a specific time to return, which signals, I am not abandoning you. This issue is important, and we will fix it. Step 4, the repair conversation. During that 30-minute break, your only job is to self-soothe. Do not rehearse your arguments. Listen to music, go for a walk, wash your face. Do anything that brings your heart rate down. Then, when you come back at 8 p.m., you do not jump back into the fight. You start the repair conversation. You start with connection. You sit side by side, not face to face. It's less confrontational. You hold hands, and you start by saying, I'm sorry that got so tense earlier. What happened for you? This repair attempt is the secret of all successful long-term couples. They know how to come back from a fight and repair the emotional bridge. The long-term fix, how to prevent the wall. That 4-step plan is your emergency kit, but you don't want to live on emergency kits. You want to prevent the fire. The long-term fix for stonewalling is to make your relationship feel safer day to day so your partner doesn't get flooded so easily. How? You lower the overall stress level in the relationship. You do this by consciously building a culture of appreciation. Think about it. If the only time you really talk is when there's a problem, of course, your partner will get defensive. You need to flood the relationship with positive deposits. Dr. Gottman's research shows the magic ratio is 5-1. For every 1 negative interaction, you need 5 positive ones. This means a physical touch as you pass in the hallway, A thank you for making the coffee, a text in the middle of the day, I was just thinking about you, a genuine compliment. You handled that call with your boss really well. This isn't about being fake, it's about noticing the good and saying it out loud. These small moments are the deposits that build your emotional bank account. So when a conflict does happen, and it will, you have a cushion. Your partner's brain knows this is a safe person, we are a team, we can get through this, and that is how you prevent the flood. This is not easy work. Breaking a pattern as deep as the pursuer-withdrawer dance takes patience, it takes courage. But you can do this. Remember, the next time you see that wall start to go up, don't meet it with a hammer. Meet it with a pause. Meet it with empathy. Understand that your partner is likely drowning in emotion. Be the anchor. Stop the cycle. Create the safety to pause. And then, and only then, you can begin the work of reconnecting, brick by brick. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video was helpful, please click the like button. It truly helps this guidance reach others who might be feeling just as lost and alone as you are. And I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, share one small positive thing you are going to do for your partner this week to build that culture of appreciation. Your story might be the one thing someone else needs to read today. And finally, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. I post new, in-depth videos every week to help you and your partner build the relationship you truly deserve. I'm Elena. Be kind to yourself and be patient with each other. I'll see you in the next video.